Retail Wrap 48, exclusive to LinkedIn. Think yourself lucky. In an ironic twist, the people who rent out physical space are now after a cut of the digital space. Landlords and centre owners are pushing for a share of retailers' online sales as part of new rent negotiations. This was highlighted in the middle of 2020 when Vicinity Centre boss Grant Kelly suggested that a future rent structure could be a combination of base rent plus some upside, perhaps associated with online sales.
The rent is too damn high.
Kelly, whose centres include Chadstone in Victoria and Queen's Plaza in Brisbane, claims that 2/3 of online fulfillment actually happens through click and collect within stores in shopping centres. And retailers should therefore cough up some money to the landlord for their part in providing a click and collect space. This argument has been raging for a while, but has been compounded by the pandemic and the quick acceleration of online during this time. It's coupled by a push by major retailers for landlords to accept percentage of sales rent deals rather than traditional fixed rents to help stem their losses during the height of COVID. In many cases, online fulfillment is actually done through a central location. Inventory, wages, distribution, logistics is handled off-site. So should landlords get a cut just for someone to come into the centre to collect their goods? The retailer they're visiting may not be getting the sale. So why should they be charged for it? By offering click and collect, the retailer is bringing foot traffic into the centre. Wait a minute, are these landlords sounding like the ATO to you? Want a cut of every single thing that you do? Please, I totally understand how there might be something in the future of saying, hey, if there's online sales attributed, but if that's not sorted out in the original lease, then obviously it's not going to come on board. Clearly, the big players are definitely not going to play a part to this, and fulfillment stores aren't all stores. It might only be 2 or 3 stores out of their 500, or it might be, for in our case, it's 8 stores out of our 60. So when you look at it like that, how the hell could you come up with a rent deal for a landlord, for a bricks and mortar store to take that? I don't think that's the right way forward. Maybe there is something moving forward, but let me think about all the work the landlord has done for my online site. None. So why would we return the favour? what? You've probably heard a lot about NFTs lately. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are unique digital assets that have been verified as original using blockchain technology. It's kind of like getting a certificate of authenticity when you're buying a diamond or a designer handbag. NFTs are becoming big in the art world, allowing collectors to purchase verified, original digital pieces, including a digitally autographed version of Jack Dorsey's first tweet, which recently sold for $3.8 million in March of this year. And Beeple's digital art Everydays, which sold for a record $69 million.
Oh my God! 50 million! I'm going to Disney World!
But can it be used in retail? Well, I think the logical next step is for luxury fashion brands to jump on board. Watch brand Jacob & Co. recently auctioned off a one-of-a-kind NFT watch fetching $100,000, and the winner actually got to receive a physical watch as well as their exclusive NFT digital watch. It's amazing what $100,000 can do. So let's not forget NFTs are based on blockchain technology. And you look at the music industry, they've got their royalties. So every time an artist's music gets downloaded, they get paid. Every time it's played in a store, they get paid. So they're getting paid the whole way. An artist really doesn't get paid after they sell that first piece of art. So is this a way for the art world to come together to be able to get paid? Because on most NFTs, that seems to be the going rate at the moment. They get a 10% commission on every time that painting or picture or whatever the NFT is is sold along the blockchain, they get paid 10%. So I think it's a great thing for artists. And moving forward, it totally makes sense that retail items, especially ones of high value, and I do mention an expensive handbag, you would want to make sure that the Fendis or the Chanels of this world, you would want to make sure that when you bought that handbag, that it was actually an original and wasn't a copy. I think it's a no-brainer. This is a great step forward, and having that dual transaction where you get the NFT, which marries up with that retail item, to me, it's a no-brainer. To learn more about NFTs, head over to my YouTube page for a more in-depth look. Link will be below. Nike is suing retail startup MSCHF for trademark infringement after they collaborated with rapper Lil Nas X for their Satan shoes. The shoes appear to use the Air Max 97 for inspiration, adding red ink and a drop of human blood to midsole, as well as an inverted Nike swoosh. Nike claims the unauthorized Nike-inspired shoe confused consumers and that their customers had called for a boycott of the sporting brand for the satanic nature of the shoe. A settlement has been reached, with MSCHF agreeing to a voluntary recall of the 666 pairs of shoes, which sold out in under a minute when released. Guys, it's a shoe. Like, if someone wants to buy a shoe that's got the devil on it, who cares? I don't think we should be worrying about trivial things like this. And thanks to all those people that complain, because that shoe's probably worth 10 grand now. So well done, you. And Nike's got a whole lot of attention about it. And so has Lil Nas and so has MSCHF. Well done, guys. Great marketing plan. I bet you when you play his music in reverse, you hear the devil speaking. Come on, everybody. We've got far more things to worry about. I'm assuming you're all over it by now. We're now starting to cycle through the panic buying from 2020, which saw sales of toilet paper and flour soar in unprecedented numbers. Woolworths has just reported a 2.1% drop in supermarket sales for their March quarter, but continue to outperform their main competitor Coles, who had a 6.4% drop for the same period. Interestingly, Woolworths' online food sales skyrocketed 90.5% to $878 million. That's 7.9% of their sales. Interesting to see Coles and Woolies results. From our point of view, we couldn't take any real numbers from 2020, so we've gone to 2019, doubled inflation, and we're using that number, and we're seeing double-digit growth from that. So we're exceptionally happy with the way things are going. We seem to be in a strong position moving forward, which is fantastic because it really goes to show that whatever we're doing, our customers are listening to, and we thank our customers very much for that. I wonder if that guy is still going through his 150 packs of toilet paper and maybe washing his hands with the 151 litre sanitizers. There you have it, Retail Wrap 48. As I said before, this content is exclusive for LinkedIn. If you want to watch any of our other content, it's on YouTube, Instagram. Please look us up. We'll leave some links below. We try to put different content on different platforms, so you're only getting Retail Wraps on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching.
This is me listening to you two now.
Retail Wrap 48. No stopping us. Retail Wrap Retail Wrap. It's a Retail Wrap. Retail Wrap 48. I'm fucking nailing it, aren't I? This is going to be done in one take. Someone made a mistake.
That doesn't look right.
Someone, not me, made a mistake. Ollie, someone, not me. Everyone's in a hurry and you're just talking like...